On April the 1st, something quite important happened in Parliament. And no, it wasn't an April Fool. Labour MP Perrin Moon called on the government to finally ban so-called trail hunting and introduce jail time for hunters who break the law. It was a bold and much needed plea. It's one, of course, we fully support. Here's a clip of the question put forward and the response from DEFRA Minister Daniel Zeichner.
My question to the Minister is a simple one. When will the government make available parliamentary time to bring the necessary changes to the Hunting Act 2004 in order to ban trail hunting?
As we are aware, the Hunting Act 2004 made it an offence to hunt a wild mammal with dogs, except where it is carried out in accordance with the exemptions in the Act. Those found guilty under the Act are subject to the full force of the law. However, as many have said here today, the nature of trail hunting makes it difficult to ensure that wild mammals such as foxes are not endangered. The trail is not laid constantly, but is occasionally lifted for a distance and dropped again to allow the hounds to search for the scent. Huntsmen and followers often do not know where trails have been laid, and it can mean that at times the scents of wild animals are picked up. This makes it challenging to protect foxes as well as other wild animals such as deer and hares. And from November 2023 to March 2024, as we've heard, the League Against Cruel Sports reported nearly 526 incidents of suspected illegal hunting and 870 incidents of hunts causing distress or nuisance. That is why the government is committed to going further by putting in place a ban on trail hunting. Now, my honourable friend asked for a specific timeline. I'm afraid at the moment I can't give him that, but I want to assure members that we're working to move this forward and will deliver a thorough consultation later this year to ensure that legislation brought forward is effective in practice and we understand its impact. I also appreciate, and we have heard, that there are people in this House who will not welcome a change in the law, and I want to reassure members here today that the government recognises the contribution made to the rural economy by supporting professions such as farriers, vets and feed merchants. And we will of course look closely at the impact that any changes may make. We will of course consult relevant stakeholders at the appropriate time, and further announcements will be made in due course. More generally, moving forward, we will be pulling together an overarching approach to animal welfare across farmed animals, companion animals and wild animals.
But let's be clear, this isn't just about banning trail hunting. This consultation could be our last real chance to end hunting with dogs once and for all. We cannot afford to get it wrong. If this moment slips by, if the law isn't strong enough, clear enough, or enforced properly, then history will simply repeat itself. A new version of trail hunting will no doubt be invented, and the cruelty will just continue under another new name. That's why we at Protect the Wild welcome this consultation, not because we think action should be delayed, but because we know this issue is more complex than it looks, and we have to make the legislation watertight. Because let's face it, for nearly 20 years now, hunts have exploited every loophole in the Hunting Act. They've killed animals under the smokescreen of trail hunting while claiming innocence. If we simply ban trail hunting without addressing how hunts manipulate the system, they'll just rebrand and carry on. Now, Perrin Moon went on to say animal cruelty has no place in modern, progressive 21st century Britain. He's absolutely right, and he isn't alone. MP after MP stood up to say the same thing. Trail hunting is a lie and it needs to end. They highlighted the CPS's struggle to secure convictions even with solid evidence. They spoke of hounds running riot in villages, pets being attacked, foxes torn apart. The law, as it stands, is clearly failing animals, and the public and MPs know it. But here's the issue. Many MPs still don't fully understand how trail hunting has been used to get around the law. That's not their fault, but it is a problem. And it's why a consultation informed by frontline voices, by monitors, by SABs, by campaigners, and by the public is so important. This is our opportunity to make sure that MPs hear the truth about how hunts operate. The loopholes are closed, the exemptions are removed, and the law is enforced with real consequences, including prison sentences. We need a future where hunting is truly illegal, not just on paper, but in practice out in the fields. That means ensuring that a new trail hunting lie can never take root again. Yes, we understand the desire for immediate change. We feel it too. But we also know that rushed laws leave cracks. And we've already seen what hunts do with those cracks. They charge straight through them. That's why this consultation matters. It's not a delay. It's a demand for doing things properly once and for all. Now, Minister Daniel Eichner confirmed the consultation will happen later this year, likely to be in autumn. He reiterated Labour's pledge to close the loopholes in the Hunting Act, and he also committed to broader reforms on animal welfare, including bans on snare traps, puppy smuggling, and hunting trophy imports. These are all welcome steps, but we'll be holding the government to its promises. Of course, they said they would work to end the badger cull, and well, it's clearly still ongoing. A lot of the time, words aren't enough. We need action, informed, effective, and uncompromising. This consultation is a fight for the future, and we cannot let the hunting lobby win again. Let's make this the moment hunting does end for good. Please speak up, stay loud, and be ready to respond when the consultation opens, because we only get one shot at this, and wildlife is counting on us. In the meantime, we're continuing to ramp up the pressure on hunts across the UK. Just last week, we launched hunthavoc.info, a powerful new platform that documents thousands of incidents of hunt-related recklessness while holding police forces accountable and demanding action. And we're not stopping there. In the coming days, we'll be unveiling a brand new tool that makes it really easy for you to email your MP directly on the issue of hunting, urging them to keep the pressure on and push for parliamentary time to be allocated to this issue sooner rather than later. So stay tuned, because we're just getting started.